Good morning everyone, my name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome back to Path of Exile, our normal campaign. The Delve event, the never-ending Delve event is still ongoing, so if you want to go and check that out, you can look on the last episode I put up, or you could go ahead and try it out yourself directly without even having to check too much about that. So yeah, go play it while it's still on. I encourage you to do that before anything else. And now we're going to try to go for the Merciless Labyrinth here. It's level 68. We are level 69. So it's not going to be the easiest. We've had quite a bit of trouble with this character that we've built, mostly on survivability. Mostly because we're doing a bit of damage on when it's stacking, but we're really lacking some good defense on us. So who knows, we'll try it out, see if it works. So as we can see, we have a bit of problem on these magical enemies. The rare ones, it's what I'm mostly afraid of. I don't know how the boss Izaro will be with this build that we have going on. With the build, never tried it, never played it. And early on, like, we did pretty well in the past mazes, but it does get more and more difficult as it goes along, so it's going to be a challenge. Let's see, let's go through here. We have 2 golden doors, which means that we need to find a gold key somewhere around this map. As this is the beginning, the first map you encounter, so there's not generally a different place to find the key. Okay, a bunch of scrolls, let's collect a few, why not? Put down a few ballistas. Instead of the shrapnel ballista, I was thinking about going for a siege ballista instead. I guess we won't be changing it anymore during this campaign. Let's bring out the swirling blades. If we are available. I guess we didn't need them anymore. We're pretty close to another level up. We have Grace here that we continue to upgrade. This will provide us with a lot of defense. Let's check it out. What does it do at this point for us? Where do we have our auras? Here. Grace. So for this, we're getting right now 1000 extra evasion out of a total of 8550. So yeah, it is a pretty good number all in all. Like, what is it, 12% of the total? Anyway, anything that helps us survive for longer is really good. Evasion and shield. No, we're not using shield, we need armor. As you can see, there is a red key, yellow key right there. Let's try to go through this area without dying. Good.
Where there's a golden key, there must be a golden door.
Okay. And now I'm feeling pretty strong, which is really bad. Like, we got killed by overconfidence before, but it seems that not even the yellow monsters offered us too many problems. neither did the magical ones.
My mana is gone.
So I don't know what to think right now. But we're going to pay attention, of course. Make sure we don't die foolishly, because it is really easy to die foolishly in this game. Do I still want to keep the... what door to pick? We could go through the left or we could go through the right. Let's pick the left. It's more of a pathing than anything else, so it's not a huge difference which way you take, but one of the challenges, because these reset every day, by the way. So these reset every day. The challenge is, like, the map will be the same for 24 hours and then it changes. And so sometimes it can be very easily. If you're having a really tough time with a map, for whatever reason, come back the next day. Like, don't, you know, overstress. Do it a bunch of times. If you're not getting close or you find a map that is very difficult for you, because there are sometimes maps like that that kill you really quickly. I think we have too little mana. I'll think about it. Anyway, there are maps that have many traps and might kill you very easily. So one of the things that you could do is wait a day. Either go do some levels, like try to level up, gain a few more skill points all in all. And don't stress too much about it for that day. Let's see, greater cast when damage taken support. Yeah, I'll go just one more level here. Let's put a curse on this guy. A mark, not a curse. Okay, where do we go? Let's try to go through here. Oh, is there a secret? Like, look on the map, see? There is a empty spot there, so there's probably a shrine in here. Which, if we're lucky enough, will provide us some really good bonuses.
The pursuit of power can be a grotesque.
Unfortunately, we didn't get anything. There are things like regeneration and extra life, or you can get more damage. Like, you can get a bunch of buffs from the Dark Shrine. Even this one is at random. So maybe if you feel like you don't have enough damage during one of these runs, might be a bit of an idea to try out. Like, do it multiple times, come to this shrine, see if you get that extra damage, and if that extra damage is able to help you finish the round, then you can try this as a tactic if you're struggling. In the past years, a year or two, let's say, while working with builds that other people did, I didn't really find any more true challenges with these maps, except for the final one, which you need to do a few. There are a few conditions to be fulfilled until you can run that final map. Okay, we found the Aspirant's Trials. The moment of truth is here. Let's see. Let's see if we are prepared. Okay. Let's put down a few more ballistas there. Okay, our bleeding, our damage is good, so I feel good about it right now.
You were born for this.
Okay, so the bleeding damage, I like it. It feels good right now in our hands. You saw, like, I don't have to stay still. If I can shoot at him a few times when it's safe, and I play this carefully, we will be able to defeat him. The bleeding works without... and it works for long enough to where we don't really need to worry about the lack of damage, so to speak.
I'm not up to that just yet.
That was one of the things I was most afraid of, that we didn't have enough damage to defeat Exile. Okay, let's go through here. I managed to do that pretty well. Surprised myself. I've had a bunch of experiences in the past where I died to traps like in a pretty stupid manner. But let's be careful here. Let's not, once again, let's not get overconfident. Where was it the overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer? What game was that? Don't remember. If you do remember, let me know in the comments. Because I think it's going to eat at me for a while. Till I remember. Okay. Good, let's take this shrine. Even if it's only for a little while, it's going to help us. It's going to be a good benefit to have. We need a bit more experience. I want to get that level 70.
My mana is gone.
My mana is gone. Okay. I was thinking today, you know, there's the Delve event going on, and I do like the event. I've tried playing it a little bit, but when I had a bit of free time today, I was playing Cyberpunk 2077, because that game appeared and I got it for myself, and I wasn't as convinced about it until I finished Act 1, and then the game really picked up for me. I do enjoy it. So one of the things, let me concentrate for a second just to throw in the points here. We were going for fixed skin, right? Fixed skin. And this one, far sight, and probably we'll get this 30% evasion rating, 5 increased chance to dodge hits while phasing. Let's see. We haven't really looked at evasion. What does this do? Wind Dancer, 20 less damage taken if you haven't been hit recently, 40 less evasion rating if you haven't been hit recently, 20... oh, less damage taken, so we take less damage, 40 less evasion if we haven't... we lose evasion if we haven't been hit. We have 20 less damage if we haven't been hit, but we have 20 more evasion rate if we've been hit. Recently refers to the past 4 seconds. I'm not sure I really like that. So, let's see. In this situation, we said that we could go. One of the ideas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is the shortest path. I think we can take that one. Oh, and there was this, the Golem's Blood, that we were working towards as well. Okay, well, let's get this extra life. That is going to be pretty good. And that's about it. So I've been playing
I'm not up to that just yet.
a little of Cyberpunk 2077 in the little time that I've had, doing 1 or 2 missions here and there. And as much as I disliked what GGG did, as just as an idea, I disliked what they did by delaying the release of the new league because of Cyberpunk 2077. I think it was actually a good idea for them. I mean, I have not been playing as much of the endless delve as I thought I would be for Cyberpunk 27. And I know that there are some people who didn't buy it or didn't care for Cyberpunk, and I can truly understand that. But for someone who also is interested in Cyberpunk, I really feel like they've probably done the right decision for themselves. For an ongoing game, for a game that really needs to work on maximizing, in a sense, the profits, right? Like any business in the end. I think they did the right thing there. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. Also today I've completed the main goal or the campaign in Total War Thrones of Britannia with Mead. We've completed that economical, so to speak, economical victory, like everything we set out to do. We proved that it works to make a church-based economy, and for me that was very important from our last campaign, because we didn't manage to do it, even though in our last campaign the goal was the same. I could go here to the Labyrinth Grove, but I feel like it's too risky. It's a bit of risk versus reward at this point, and I'm not sure I wanna risk more than what we have at the moment. There are some armor scraps here. Is there anything else that does not have? No, we fully upgraded everything. By the way, in between episodes, I just threw in a bit of maximum life on these. And what else? I think I put life on two of our items. A moonstone ring. This looks something I've never seen before. 23 to maximum energy shield, 15% increased attack speed, 10% increased cast speed, 24 maximum energy shield again, 15% mana regeneration rate, and temporal chains have 50% reduced effect on us. Temporal chains are used to slow you down, so that is pretty good. It can be pretty difficult to fight with certain characters or to avoid enemies if you are slowed down. Let's see, what's this path? So this will take us to the silver cache. I don't really care about the silver cache right now. I just want to finish it, so it seems like there's a direct path here towards the end. So that's what I'm going for. These guys are cursing me with elemental weaknesses and a few other curses, so we have to be careful there.
My mana is gone.
Let's put down a few of these ballistas. Try to get these enemies out. Zealot Boots. Okay, we'll take that because it is a chromatic orb. I think that's about it. Let's continue. As far as what we'll do in the future, we're gonna continue. I'm going to bring, like, Total War, I feel it's going to be on this channel ongoing for a pretty long time. I do love the Total War series. These have always been the game. The Total War ones have always been the games where I wanted to play all the time and try to figure out like different strategies, try to make best economical choices in some. I try to build these huge cities and all that, and by this point, let's see, is that the way? How do we open this door? Okay, that didn't work. Oh, it did work. Let's see, what's there? Another treasure key. Nice, a chaos orb. And armor scrap. So Total War will probably be a game that we're going... well, not probably. It will be a game that we'll be playing for a very long time. Different Total Wars. But I think it's going to be there no matter what.
I'm not up to that just yet.
A different... We're going to bring back now in December, like now that I have a bit more space. I wanted to bring it a week earlier, but I really didn't get a chance to do so time-wise, or personal time-wise. And I will bring it back this week as promised, so we're gonna continue the English campaign. And Path of Exile, as soon as we finish this first playthrough, we're gonna wait until January. I really wanna do it with the new league. I think it's a perfect start for everyone. It might even show you as a new player how it is at the beginning of the league, how to do a few extra things, and I am going to be explaining a bunch more. What would it be? Lessons? I will be explaining how. Oh, okay. Let me concentrate on this battle and then I'll get back to it. Or maybe I can talk in between if I feel overconfident, but for now.
My mana is gone.
Okay, let's be very careful here. Let's not... Oof. We got really lucky there because we've avoided that attack. Okay. Let's go here. That... Oof! We did it! Ah. Zero. You're good, but I am better. Okay, nice. So here we have the treasures again. Let's go here, here, here. I think it's only one orb of fusion. Did I see it right? Ancient gauntlets. So let's see, we have an orb of fusing here. How about we give this a go? And maybe, just maybe, we will manage it to make it at least a 5-link. Nope, definitely didn't work. One day we will get ourselves the 6-link that we want. But I guess that's about it here. Let's see, let's identify this ancient gauntlets. 42 maximum life, 30% increased projectile speed, 9 reduced movement speed, 10% chance to knock enemies back on hit and 34% increase projectile damage. It doesn't apply to damage over time that much, but this would be cool gloves. Let me just check this out. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything to the damage, bleeding damage over time. So yeah, interesting gloves, definitely. Here, what do I want to enhance? Boots, gloves? Let's go for boots. Adds 33 to 50 fire damage if you've killed recently. Cool. And here on the Altar of Ascendancy, so we get 2 more points. That we can either go, I was thinking we can go fast and deadly, increased attack speed, like 15 attack speed in total, 30% increased projectile damage, like 40% adding them up, 50 more global accuracy rating, and blink arrow, well, blink arrow and mirror arrow we don't have, so we don't care for. We could go towards gathering winds, but we don't have tailwind. Tailwind increases action speed by 10%. Let's see, I know that there are boots that have tailwind, so there is a skill. Let me do as I did in the past, just look for tailwind on PoE. So if I go to tailwind, tailwind is a buff that grants the user 10% increased action speed for 4 seconds. So there are different, yeah, you need a bit of an either an upgrade or a crafting recipe or something along those lines to activate tailwind, and we don't have it, so this will be useless for us right now. And going this way with 30% increased projectile speed and far shot would be good. Projectiles attack gain damage as they travel further, dealing up to 30% more attack damage with hits to target. This could be good. Point blank would be good as well here. And then skill chains one more time, that is not important. And this endless munition, 50% increased area of effect, skills, fire an additional projectile, that would be good, but that's about it. For the moment, I think going this way with fast and deadly is probably the best choice we can do. And in time, you can respec these as well. You might change your mind and put, like if we get tailwind, this is probably what I would be doing. So I'd go with fast and deadly and then go with gathering winds whenever I would have the item necessary. So let's see, we have 2100 here, or 2200 almost. And we have an 1800 on bleeding with a 3000 on critical strikes. If we do apply, 2700 damage per second, but that's it. So it also only influenced our damage, our direct damage per second, right? And but the speed will help us to shoot quicker here. Every little bit counts in the end. So for Orleon, that's going to be it.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
Navali over here, she just wants to give us a few prophecies we don't care for. What else could we do? I guess I'm just gonna throw some of these around. Apparently I do have these items, so there's no point in changing them around
Freedom comes to those.
or keeping them. So we'll sell this, we'll sell the ring. As a general rule, keep the rings, keep the items, because you might think about different skills or different builds that you want to do based on certain items, and you might need some of these, like this one with the maximum energy shield. This can be pretty good, 50 maximum energy shield that can be increased by percentage through different skills, can be very useful, right? So keep that in mind. 3 to 4 physical damage to bow attack and 21 increased accuracy rating if you haven't killed it recently. That can be pretty good. So let's throw these in here. Yeah, and that's about it for this episode. We are tougher now, or we should be, and we can go ahead and look for the desecrated chamber of innocence and to find the staff of purity, and then to take care of Kitava in the next episode. For the moment, I hope you have enjoyed, and if you did, do consider supporting the channel or sticking around just for long enough to see what is next, what will happen next in Path of Exile, especially in January when we start the new league. And to close the idea that I started earlier, when the new league starts and we're going to go for a build, I'm gonna show you what our plan is, what the build is, and throughout the second playthrough of this game, I'm gonna teach you a few more things, like how to trade, which can be pretty important to your enjoyment of the game, and all kinds of other things, like how to find out the best way to craft certain items, and so on and so forth. I don't have a list on hand right now about everything I want to show you, but it's going to be interesting and it's going to be fun, and it's really going to bring your Path of Exile experience to the next level. So stick around for that. For the moment, I hope you have enjoyed, as I said, and I thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.